I'm about to tell you all my tips to save you from spending thousands of dollars on doctors, integrative medicine doctors and naturopaths to fix your gut, hormones and skin, especially when getting off the pill. I have been delaying getting off the pill for about 5 years and I've been on it for 10 years. Just because I was so scared my skin was going to go bad, because my skin was horrific, and that's why the doctors put me on the pill, but this was 10 years ago. I've always just found it so daunting to go off, because I'd rather just be on the pill than have bad skin and have no confidence. And I feel like there's just no information really on here of people talking about their experience, and if this can help just one person save them spending all the money, that's worth it to me. After I talked to all my friends that I went and saw this integrated doctor, every single person who I've said has made me forward their notes. So I don't think there's a girl in the world that hasn't got gut issues, had skin problems, hormone issues, or is wanting to get off the pill. And if you are one of those girls who don't, you are one of the luckiest girls in the world. The main sort of areas that they discuss was supplements, my food, reducing stress, breathing, like doing breath work, and meditation and yoga. Also, this is a natural approach because I didn't want to go on Roaccutane or doxycycline because I've already been on them for so many years when I was younger, and I'd rather just fix the actual issue that's causing these things instead of just masking it with another pill. So firstly, they gave me these supplements. So I'm going off the pill in 3 weeks, so I'm going to take these supplements 3 weeks before, to just so I don't go cold turkey, to slowly like progress into going off the pill, like to prepare my body. The first thing that they highly recommend is I wrote it on here, but it's Biome Acne Probiotic. That's the brand. And they said to add 1 capsule at night during your period to your moisturizer, and just leave that on like the flared up spots. The second one was to reduce stress, and I have to take 2 of these Harmony Natural Woman's Health tablets in the morning with food. And keep in mind, all of these are natural, as I said before. Like, if you can kind of see, I don't know if that would be backwards, but all natural approaches. This one is really random because it's actually meant for men to reduce testosterone, but they've done studies in it and that it's found to be really good for acne and like gut. And it has zinc palmitote. Apparently that's a new thing that's really good. And you're meant to have this 2 a day in the morning and night with food. This is it. I'll also attach at the bottom of this video like a bit more about these, so you can choose what kind of fits you. But a huge thing to support hormones and like your skin is having omega-3. So I'm meant to have 4 of these a day for the first 2 months of like this journey, and then it'll probably be reduced to like 1 or 2 a day. But that's the brand. And I got it all off Vitally, which is this brand, just all online, and it was delivered in 2 days. It's so weird because like your gut, your stress, your hormones, they're all connected and they cause bad skin. So if you're eating bad foods that your gut don't agree with, your hormones will be messed up, your skin will be messed up. Like, they're all connected in some way. So, you know, although you can focus on one, there's also a few others that also just work in correlation with each other that are very important to also do. Firstly, on the gut and food talk, I did a food sensitivity test with the Australian Clinical Lab. So it's a blood test, and you can just search the Australian Clinical Lab online, and they do your bloods and they see what food you're sensitive to. So I did that, and I completely cut everything I was sensitive to, which was dairy, gluten, random things like mushrooms, pistachios. I cut that out for 6 months. And then I reintroduced it slowly because you're meant to cut out for 3 months, and then after that I reintroduced it slowly, but I didn't really feel the effects go away. So then I did 6 months and I felt a lot better. But I think a huge thing as well, when I went off it, I wasn't in a right state of mind. I was in a very high stress environment and just always felt stressed. So make sure you're in a low stress environment and surround yourself with good people, because I would find I'd eat dairy and gluten around in my stressful environment. My stomach would feel so bloated, I'd feel so sick. But then when I was around people who made me feel safe and loved and stress-free, it didn't affect me whatsoever. So after doing that, I then had like no more really bad gut issues. And I talked to the doctor and I said, like, what do I do now? Because I want to get off the pill. What do I have to do to not make my skin bad, balance my hormones, and just fix my gut? And he said, if you want to get off the pill, have low GI food and cut dairy for a few months. You guys know what's in dairy, but low GI food was random because my mind went to fruit, this, that, but it's actually not. It can be random grains like just like wheat flour, but I could have like wholemeal bread. So it's a bit of a process kind of going through. I actually made graphs of good foods and bad foods, which I'll put here. And I just found that just made it so much easier, because I was like, how do I know? There's just so many random foods, and I could actually eat a lot, but it's just more like cutting out sugars. And he told me the best foods for gut health and just everything that I've been talking about is eating cacao 3 times a week, kiwi fruit, ginger's really good, rhubarb, and lots of fermented foods like sauerkraut, pickles, even apple cider vinegar and celery. He said try have a lot of glasses of that a week. So I've been making celery juice, adding a bit of ginger, or like ginger shots. So I'll be making oats with rhubarb on it and powdered ginger. And it's because all these foods are anti-inflammatory, because when you have high sugar, it spikes and it makes things like inflamed, and that's why it comes out in your skin, your gut, your hormones. So those foods just keep you, like, all those anti-inflammatory foods keep your regulation healthy. Also teas, he said to have spearmint tea, and also get spearmint essential oil, and like that's beneficial for putting it directly on like flared spots. Taught me like when you're stressed, that's when you inflame your gut and your skin and unbalance your hormones. So ways to reduce stress are like these that I showed you guys, 2 of them in the morning, but also practicing breath work. And he taught me a technique that you breathe in for 5 seconds and out for 5, and you don't force it, but you want to breathe from your like ribs, and you want to feel it expand and then go all the way in. And he said to do that for 5 minutes every single day. I also learned that I could be over cleansing my skin. So what I started doing, instead of cleansing day and night, I'd cleanse just in the night and then just wash my face with water, because sometimes you make your skin too clean that you overproduce oils. And also just to keep skincare really basic. So I've got, this is what I use in the morning, and then niacinamide too on top. And then I was actually at Umundi Markets in Queensland recently, and I came across this cream which has literally made any spots disappear overnight. Going off the pill in 3 weeks, as I said, so I'm going to take you along my journey the whole way for the next 6 months, and hopefully I can help some of you guys if you want to get off the pill but have just been putting it off for so long because of these issues. Bye.